We gain a lot of knowledge about the world just from interacting with it, but we also get a lot of information from other people, and we have to learn how to figure out whether or not that information is valid and reliable.
The fish ate the frog!
Well, that's part of the life cycle.
It's the skill of critical thinking, and scientists are looking at how it develops in children. This is illustrated in the research of Judy DeLoach of the University of Virginia and her colleagues.
We wanted to have a situation where we would tell children that we were doing something that was, clearly impossible in the real world.
This is my special machine. It takes toys and it makes them real.
In a series of studies, children between the ages of 4 and 8 come into Dr. DeLoach's lab and are introduced to what they call the transformation machine. It has lots of buttons and flashing lights.
So it looks very scientific if you don't really know much about real science. We would show children the machine. We say, this is our special machine. This machine can change things.
It can change big things into little things. It can change pictures of things into real things. And it can take toys and make them real. Do you want to see how it works?
Yeah.
The experimenter puts a full-size flashlight into the top of the machine and then asks the child to push a button on the front of the machine.
Can you push this green button?
And so when the thing goes, we say, oh, it's done. You want to see? So we reach in the machine and pull out the transformed version of it.
Look at that. It's a little flashlight.
What the child didn't see was that the experimenter has a secret compartment where she can replace one object with another. In this experiment, children see several transformations.
Look at that.
And we sort of assumed that, okay, the younger kids are going to probably accept what we tell them.
Look at that.
A duck.
The machine made that picture of a duck turn real.
There it is.
And the older kids won't.
Pretty cool, huh?
But we were surprised because that's not the way it turned out.
Dr. DeLoach developed a novel way to figure out what the children believed the machine really did.
Do you want to go tell your mom how it worked?
After watching several transformations, the children leave the room to sit with the parents who brought them to the lab. Earlier, parents were briefed to ask a series of questions related to what just happened.
The flashlight was big and it turned small.
So the child has no reason to say something that they didn't believe to her.
When you press the button, it turned a toy hammer into a real hammer.
Up until the age of around 7, children were really very credulous, and they really seemed to accept that we really did have this machine and it actually could change objects in the way that we told them, contrary to their entire life experience with the physical world.
What was the picture of?
Oh, if it was like a stuffed animal duck in the picture, then it would be a stuffed animal duck when it came out, and it wouldn't be a picture.
At 8 years of age, most of the kids don't believe it. They have a good enough grip on the real world.
I don't really think it's a real machine. It's just that they put the stuff in, but they've got different stuff in there, but they change them around.
Afterwards, the children are shown how the machine really works.
Did the things really change?
No.
Okay.
One of the main things that this tells us is how much children rely on what other people tell them.
These, by the way, are called the eyes of the potato. Now, can the potato see out of these?
No.
Do you see out of your eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
The younger the child, the more credulous they are. I mean, the more they believe what we're telling them.
I'll point out the weeds, all right? Here you go. That's a weed right here.